Hello guys, this is Arpita and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to do this makeup tutorial, and this makeup tutorial will be very useful for all the beginners because I was just following the basic steps to complete this look. And if you're really interested that how I achieve this look, then please continue the video to get to know this. The very first step to start your makeup is to moisturize your face, and for that I am using Garnier Wrinkle Lift Cream. I am just taking the generous amount on my finger and then I am applying it all over my face. And after applying it in all the areas, I am just giving a massage to my face so that the cream will absorb by my face, and I am just giving a 5-minute time to give it a gentle massage. So guys, why the moisturizer is important? So if you want to set your base very good and your skin will look like it is glowing, then moisturizer is definitely required. And I always recommend never ever apply a foundation or concealer before applying a moisturizer. So after applying this moisturizer, I am just taking my lip balm, and that is from Nykaa in mint flavor. And why I am applying the lip balm? Because I want my lips to become smooth and soft before applying the lipstick. So by the time I will do my makeup, my lip balm will stay on my lips and make it smooth. Next step is to apply a primer, and I'm using the Nykaa Prep Me Up primer to apply on my face, and I'm taking a little bit of amount in my fingers and I'm applying the primer all over my face. So primer is basically used to minimize your pores, but if you apply the primer all over your face, it sets your base very perfectly. Like if you apply a foundation over it, it will not go inside your pores and your foundation will look more smooth and it will not look like it has some uneven surfaces. That's why I will suggest to go with the primer always. It's concealer time. So now for concealing, I am going to use two concealer. One concealer is to correct my under eyes and other concealer is to give the brightness. So the first concealer I am going to use is LA Girl Pro Conceal, and this concealer is really very good. It is a full coverage concealer and also comes under drugstore items because it is available I think of 600 or 500. So it is very reasonable to buy this product. So I'm going to apply this concealer on my under eyes and on my high point, the T-zone of my face, so that my face will glow and the darkness will immediately disappear. So I'm just going to blend the concealer, and to blend first I have soaked my beauty blender in water so that you should not so that my concealer will absorb into my skin properly. And it is important to make your beauty blender a little bit wet and then to dab your foundation or your concealer, whatever you want. And never rub your concealer or foundation, just dab it so that your skin will absorb that product and it will not only form an upper layer or on your face. So guys, as shown that I'm continuously dabbing it, and I'm also applying it on my eyelids just to give a little bit of brightness to my eyelids also, so that it will be easy to apply the eyeshadow. So the second concealer what I'm going to use is LA Color Concealer, and as I mentioned that this step is not required if you feel that your under eyes is not that bright which you want, then you can go for this step to give little bit of brightness to your under eyes, and it will also give a look that your eyes is open. And after applying it, I am just blending it with the help of my beauty blender, and I am just setting it under my eyes so that my eyes will look little brightened compared to my rest of my face. Now the next step is to apply a foundation, and for that I am using Maybelline Fit Me foundation, and I am going to take it on the back of my hand, like 2 pumps I am going to take, and then I am going to take my beauty blender and I am going to apply it all over my face. And guys, there is one suggestion, so never apply directly foundation on your upper lips part, because if you apply a foundation directly there, and if you'll get sweat, and if you just by mistake, if you just move your hands on that areas, then your foundation will immediately removed from that particular place, and for sure it is not going to look better. That's why this is a suggestion for you guys. And again, in the same way, I'm just dabbing the foundation all over my face. And as I mentioned in my earlier videos, that never forget to apply all the makeup on your neck also, so that your face and your neck color will not look different and both will match with each other. And that is really most important. Otherwise it will look that you have applied a lot of makeup on your face and you didn't do that part on your neck. Next step is to set your concealer. To set your concealer, either you require a loose powder or you can go with the compact powder also. I'm taking here Fit Me loose powder from Maybelline, and I'm taking my beauty blender. You can also take your brush, whichever you feels comfortable with. So I'm just taking a powder in my beauty blender and I'm applying it on my under eyes and the areas where I have applied the concealer, and I will let it there for 5 minutes, and I will just apply the rest of the powder all over my face. Next step is either contour / bronzing your face. So I usually prefer to bronze my face than to go for a contour, but if you want you can go for a contour also and then bronzing. But as I mentioned earlier that this video is for beginner, that's why I am going with the bronzing. And for bronzing I am using a Wet n Wild contour palette, and that also comes under a drugstore product because it's also a very less cost. I think it is under 500 itself. So I'm just you have to apply it below your cheek areas, like I have applied, like you just do this section and then apply it on the line which is forming on your cheeks, so that it will look natural and you will get that shape on your face which is required. So I'm just blending it, and never leave it like on halfway, just drag it till your hair so that it will look complete and it will not look that it's just that you have applied something and it's just on the halfway. After that I'm applying on my forehead also. So if you feel that your forehead is little bit big, then you can definitely go with a large amount of bronzer, but I'm just applying with very light hand because I didn't feel that the bronzer is that much required for my forehead. And after that in the jawline area, so I'm just applying on my jawline areas because everyone wants their jawline to look in a proper shape, and then you can drag that bronzer towards your neck so that it will look natural, and blend it properly that nothing should look as a harsh line on your face. Now we'll move toward the blush part. So for blush I'm using again the product from Maybelline Fit Me, and this is in some peach nude color, and this blush is literally very good if you don't want the blush in too much quantity, just to give it a natural look. So I'm just taking the blush on my brush and I'm applying it on my apple areas of the face, and you have to apply the blush in a way that at the end it will mix with the bronzer, so it will not form two layers, like one is the layer of blush and other layer is bronzer. It should look that you have applied something, but in a very natural way. Your blush should always go and mix with the bronzer, and your bronzer will always go and mix with your hairs. So that I'm applying a little bit amount on my nose also, just to give it a natural look, and you have to apply on your upper lips also so that it will look good. And I'm just blending it. In this I'm removing the excess powder under my eyes which we have applied to set the concealer, and you have to remove it very carefully so that your blush and bronzer will not get disturbed and your powder will also not look excess. Now we will move towards the eyes. So first we will apply the eyeshadow. So I'm just taking my Pro Art PE22 brush and a random eyeshadow palette. So I have just bought this eyeshadow palette, I think from Flipkart, and I'm just going with that brown color, and I'm going to apply it all over my eyes and on my crease also to set it. And it's a kind of advice for you guys that if you want your eyeshadow to look more natural, you have to blend your eyeshadow till the time no harsh lines will be there. So I'm just blending my eyeshadow, and for that you require a fluffy brush. So it's not mandatory that you go for a very branded brush or something like that. You can definitely go with a normal regular brush. And I'm just doing the same thing on my other eyes, and I'm just blending it very properly so no harsh line would be there. So this is like you have to select some neutral color to set a base of your eyeshadow, and then you can go ahead with the color which you want to apply on your eyes. So now I'm selecting the red color. So as I mentioned that was just the base, and now I'm going to apply this red color on my eyelids. So if you want to look at like more pigmented, that you have to apply a good quantity, but if you want a lighter shade to come on your eyes, then you have to definitely blend it very properly, and you have to go with very light hand. So to mix your base and your eyelid colors, you have to again blend it on the crease part. So I'm done with blending that, but still if I'm feeling that there is a harsh line, I'm again blending that part because I don't want to look it unnatural. So after you satisfied that there is no harsh line on your eyes, then only stop blending, and it will require definitely some time to make your eyeshadow look perfect. As you can see that I didn't go with too much of dark eyeshadow, that's why I thought why not go with some colored eyeliner, and here I'm using the green color eyeliner from Blue Heaven, and I'm just applying it very soft handed because this eyeliner is very good and only one stroke is enough. So I'm doing the same thing on other side of my eyes, and it look really great. So if you want something of less cost, you can definitely go for this product, and this eyeliner also look very good. Most important step, never forget to apply mascara. So I'm just using Faces Canada mascara here, and as I mentioned in my earlier videos also, that if you build this mascara, then your eyes will definitely look good. And if you want to go for with falsies, then you can definitely go, but this is the makeup for beginners, so I think at the starting falsies is not required. So I am just building that mascara on my upper lids of eyelashes because I will go with the lower lids later when I apply the eyeshadow later on my lower waterline. So now I am going to apply the eyeshadow on my lower waterline, and I am taking again the red color which I have applied on my eyes, and I am just applying a very thin layer with the help of a different brush, and that brush is also a random brush, and just I am applying that color on both of my eyes just in place of a kajal, because I am not going to apply a kajal. So this is just to give it a natural look, and I am applying only till halfway. I am not joining it till the inner corners, and after that I will apply the mascara for my lower lash lines. So as you can see that I am also highlighting my inner corners and my eyebrow bone. So why to highlight your inner corners and eyebrow bone is required, because if you highlight your eyebrow bones, it will give a perfect shape to your eyebrow bones, and it will look very sharp. That will definitely define your features. And if you apply a highlighter at the inner corner of your eyes, it will give that glow, and it will give that feel that your eyes are literally very big, and your eyes will look open, and it will look really very good if you apply the highlighter at the inner corner. So I'm just doing that part, and I'm just applying it 2-3 times because I was not satisfied with the pigmentation. That's why I'm just doing it multiple times. Now we'll move towards the eyebrow part. So to do my eyebrow, I'm just taking a Nika eyebrow pencil, and it has a brush at one end and pencil at one end. So why the brush is required? Because if you do combing of your eyebrows before applying the liner, then it will set properly. So I just did that, and I just brushed my eyebrows. Now I am going to pencil it. So guys, please bear me with this because my eyebrows grown a lot in this lockdown, and I didn't went to parlors from last 3 months, and it is literally difficult to manage by yourself for the last 3 months. But still I'm somehow managing, and I'm applying the liner on the places where I feel that my eyebrows are little less as compared to other places. So I'm just doing that part, but I'm not able to give it a very proper shape as my eyebrow grown a lot. So I'm just doing that, and after completing this pencil part, again you have to take the comb side of the liner, and again you have to comb your eyebrows so that if it has any uneven color, it will mix that. It's highlighter time. So for highlighter, I'm going to use wet and white highlighter and a Nika highlighting blending brush, and I'm just taking the highlighter on my brush and I'm going to apply it on high points of my face. So as I mentioned that bronzer you have to apply near your cheeks, or it's a part of that cheeks, and then again blush you have to apply on your apple areas, and then again on top of that on your high points you have to apply highlighter. So I'm just applying the highlighter, and I'm also applying a little bit of highlighter on my brow bone so that it will look good, and I'm just doing that same. And if you want, you can definitely go ahead and apply the highlighter on your forehead also. And I'm going to apply a little bit on my nose also, so that it will also shine and it will also give me a good face look. Yeah, so I'm just doing that, and I'm applying it a little bit on my upper lips also. Moving towards the lips now. So the lip liner what I'm going to use is LA Color Iced Coral Lip Liner. Sorry. Yeah, so that coral lip liner will give me a nudish look, and these days, as you all know, that nude colors are in trend. And if you want to look more natural, and if you don't want that it should appear that you have done a lot of makeup, then definitely not go for red lipsticks. Red lipstick you can go whenever you have to go for a party, or maybe you're doing some vibrant kind of look, then you can definitely go with red color. So I'm just lip lining my lips. I'm also applying this lip liner on my lips also. If you apply a lip liner on your lips, then your lipstick will stay for long and it will give a more good color if you directly apply a lipstick. So I'm doing that, and now I'm going to apply a pinkish nude color lipstick, and it is a liquid lipstick. So as you all know that liquid lipsticks are little bit on dry side, so if you didn't prefer to go for dry side lipstick, then you should not go for liquid lipstick, and you have to go for the lipsticks which is called creamy matte, or which has some creamy texture. But I like to go with liquid lipstick because liquid lipstick stays for long and there is no need of touch up. And I feel that whenever you feel that your lips are getting dry, then there is always an option to apply a lip balm or any kind of balm. So it is easy to do that in comparison to go again and apply a lipstick. That's why I prefer to go with a liquid lipstick. But I feel that I required some other color, and that is the reason I just moved for another lipstick. So that lipstick is more in peach color. So what I have applied on my lips is giving more pinkish color. That's why I just go with this lipstick. And I'm applying this lipstick with the help of a brush because I required a sharpener to just sharpen that lipstick. So I thought, why not go with a brush? With a brush also you can definitely apply lipstick in a very easy way, and I have already lip lined my lips, so it is also easy to apply the lipstick if your lips are already lined. Last but not the least, makeup fixer. So I'm using Faces Canada makeup fixer to set my makeup, and it is really very important to set your makeup so that your makeup will stay long and it will not get disturbed. Then I'm using my beauty blender to set my makeup, and this is important because you don't want that your makeup should disturb. It should be in place if you dab it with the help of beauty blender. After that, I will just select an earring which I am going to wear for this look. Tantana! Here is the final look. So guys, if you like my makeup tutorial, then please don't forget to subscribe my YouTube channel for more videos. Till then, bye bye. Thank you for watching.